I'll start with 50 Shades of Grey, which did nothing for me. And that seems like the worst sex movie ever. Like, it seems like it takes any fun that sex could have been, and well, we all know sex is fun, but like you take that.
I hope we do.
I mean,
I thought it was supposed to be grueling.
If by fun you mean crying all the time. No, but I'm saying, like, it just makes it seem soulless and so awful. And like, is that what the book is like? I haven't read it.
I thumbed through the book at Costco once. It was
no. Okay, well.
Until it was over.
Talk to Mama because.
Talk to Mama because. That's the name of your new solo podcast. Talk to Mama because.
Talk to Mama because ... and fill in the blank, whatever the topic is that week.
Sexual, not a bad idea.
Yes, it's funny because some colleagues of ours and I, we did like just kind of to be stupid, we did like a book club around 50 Shades of Grey, and
just to be stupid, and you really wanted to read it.
One of the girls, it's so horrible, it's so poorly written, it's appalling. But one of the girls brought the original Twilight fanfic,
so good.
and they were like, it was the original thing she wrote. The characters were still called Bella and Edward. They weren't yet. She hadn't changed their names to Christian and Mary Jane, whatever it is, closer to Anna.
Anastasia.
It's like
you know
Loopy,
whatever her name is.
Whatever. And it is it's so weird. It's like, because there's no cussing in it, right? Because it's still got like that weird, the tradition of like the Mormon kind of tradition from Twilight. But she'll be like, holy cripes, that smarts, when he like spanks her, and it's just so weird.
I hope they keep the language in the movie. It's like some hardcore scene, and then holy cripes, that smarts when you spank.
That
hurts my bottom when you take me with a spoon. It's like so bizarre.
Wait,
and
she gets spanked with a spoon?
No.
Like a ladle?
Well, no, she gets spanked. She gets spanked with several things.
Soup is hot.
There's several things she's spanked with, obviously. I mean, we're talking about BDSM.
Let's dig into it. No spoilers. Or spoilers. I don't care.
Full spoilers.
If you care about spoilers for this, go away forever. So what does she get hit with? I want to know.
To the best of my recollection, pardon me. Okay, I want to say two things. First of all, this is not like, it's so poorly written, and it's definitely not the best female erotic.
What did she get spanked with?
Wait, there's much better female erotica out there.
What is it?
Oh my God, I could name you several series. We could talk about that, but we don't want to go down there. She gets spanked with his hand, obviously. She gets spanked with like one of those whips that has the
cat
multiple.
Of nine tails.
It's not a cat of nine tails.
Cat of four tails.
It's not a cat of four tails.
Cat of six. Oh, forget
She gets spanked with a whip.
Like a whip?
A jaguar.
I think but she doesn't get spanked all that much because. I mean, do we care about spoilers?
No, I just said, if you care about spoilers,
she has him pull back from the hardcore nature of the BDSM really quickly. They treat it almost like it's an addiction, where like he still kind of has to they have to manage it, but she doesn't want it to be to the point that she's in serious pain.
Okay, here's what I say to anybody who wants to go watch this movie. Go watch Secretary instead. Because
it's
awesome.
Secretary is a great movie. And we actually, Jim and I had wanted to do a whole feature about like the best kind of like sexy sex movies, erotic movies that are actual movies and not porn. Out there.
This will not be its generation's last tango. I'm pretty sure we're not.
You've got things like, I mean, I just wanted it to be like 9.5 weeks. You know how like 9.5.
Interesting enough, it might be more like that than we think, because you know, Kim Basinger and Mickey Rourke hated each other, and there are all these reports, and you can see the videos, like even off camera. It doesn't look like Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dorner, who plays Christian, like each other, and they seem like they have no chemistry, and they really seem like they don't like being around each other.
But 9.5
and I think
was still hot.
Yeah, I think
still hot.
I think Adrian Lin could have brought something to this project.
I mean, that's
he
the
really
thing. Like
was
Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger didn't
filmmaker.
like each other, but in their case, like happens
Hate
sometimes,
sex.
it was like hot hate sex. You know, it was like
These two seem like they don't really want to have. Get it. These two seem like they don't really want to go for coffee together.
No, and it's funny because they're, you know, it's that same character like Bella was, where she's like all like, oh my God, I want to. All she does is like apologize for existing, and then there's no
apologize for existing.
There's like no
basis for a strong.
I don't see. And when I look at that trailer, my biggest fear about the movie was that it was just going to be really boring, and it wasn't going to be. I needed it to either be actually really hot. or just so ridiculous that it was hilarious, and it just looks boring.
It's gonna have 20 minutes of sex in it though, and it's almost an NC-17. And
Wait, 20 minutes of continuous sex, or
No,
like
just 20 minutes.
like
I
one
don't know.
20
Sexual
minutes, like in
content.
total.
Yeah, it's 100-minute running time and 20 minutes of it.
which
is
I'm kind of like,
sex-
this
sexual
is
content.
a sex movie,
It should
and
be
only
50.
20
Yeah,
minutes of
that's
sex
full.
seems kind of small, but
I think that's totally not enough sex.
Yeah.
That's totally
More
not
sex,
enough
please.
sex for a sex movie. In fact, I think it's not. In fact,
Dang.
I think that we should we should go and look back at some of these other movies and see how much sex per capita. But
Basic
we're talking
Instinct
about.
doesn't have as many sex scenes as people remember.
it has a lot
It's
more. It
much
has
more of a
nudity, but
murdy-
it's not
yeah,
good.
murder
It's
mystery.
much more murdery.
Yeah.
That movie is good, and it actually the
I
sex
like that
the
movie.
sex
Yeah.
movie in the sex in that movie actually feels like it's like hot. It's like
Yeah, it's like hot, weird sex.
What's the word for it?
Steamy, erotic,
Yeah,
titillating,
it's titillating.
scintillating,
Yeah. Scintillating, titillating.
arousing.
It's also
I'm running out of words.
It's saucy. And I kind of feel like this is going to be very
Saucy.
chaste, even though it's a sex movie.
Yeah.
It's going to feel really like
It's gonna be like
still
those,
like Twilight.
But that's what I'm
The
saying.
Family
because
Guy
that's-
stuff of like the British porn. Yes, good show.
That's the weirdest. That's the
Yes,
weirdest
yes,
thing
it
about
has
the
happened.
source material is that it's like got this like holier than thou moralistic tone, and yet there's also the pain room, or like he called the playroom, which is like where all of his toys and all of that
Is
are.
that where you go to play Xbox?
Yeah. Bam.